shift course now, we might stand a chance.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's go for the second game of the day, The Wandering Village. The Wandering Village is a city building simulation game on the back of a giant, wandering creature. Build your settlement and form a symbiotic relationship with the colossus. Will you survive together in this hostile yet beautiful post apocalyptic world contaminated by poisonous plants? Well, let's try to find out. I am going to start a new game for a reason. The game is complex enough for me to prefer to go through the tutorial again. Okay. So a couple of things first. So this game feels a little bit kind of like a civilization game, not as slow, I would say, but in the sense that there are a lot of developments going on. I already had the game started, yes. So let's start over. Let's go through the tutorial again, and let's go through the first step, customization. Just a little detail, but you can customize your colossus. Okay, you can go with Ombu, you can go with Indigon, or you eventually will be able to unlock and go with Sakura or Tahoa. I'm gonna go with the classic Ombu, which is the one that I believe is so far the main one. Let's go. Yeah, I'm gonna go with story mode, and we're gonna go with the tutorial. Let's go.
Driven from our homes by the toxic.
I imagine it may affect the game, but I haven't played enough to know.
But not in our wildest dreams did we imagine what we would find.
No, I don't think changing the creature changed anything. No, just a customization. I think there was a brief note down there about that. What this reminds me of, even though the genre is absolutely different, is Xenoblade Chronicles. Just because of all the trope around having a big creature in which you are living on. Let's say it like that. Okay, so we're gonna have Elder Waltrod here with us, guiding us, and I think that's important because this type of game is usually very, very complex. So there you are. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you too. After all the years we've traveled, all the hardship we've endured together, I thought we'd run into an Ombu of all things. It reminds me a lot of Nausicaa. Never heard of it. Okay, I'm gonna go through a little bit of the dialogue here. Just a bit of context. So this seems like a post-apocalyptic setting where there's a lot of poisonous stuff in the air. That's why they are wearing masks and they're trying to cope through that. And now on the back of this big colossus creature, we are gonna be trying to survive as a colony. Unrelated, but the animations and the initial animation reminds me a lot of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Anyway, let's go. So, Elder's Notebook. They want us to... Let's go, open a notebook, and then we have all the guiding. It's a Ghibli. Oh, it's a Ghibli, yeah. Definitely. There's something Ghibli about this animation style, indeed. Okay, what do we have to do? Okay, we have to move the camera. We have to... So there's an interesting thing about the game here, which is... So this game is in real time, except you can pause it if you want. So there's a pause feature. You can also speed up things, and the game can progress much faster. And I think this is important because it gets a little bit overwhelming at a certain point. Okay, so now something very cool. New sequel coming out. I'm very much looking forward to it. To this one. There we go. Here's our friendly creature. Earth Avatar design. Oh, okay. And this is the world where we are. Avatar. Nice. Welcome on in, Seixas, by the way. Okay. So this is the world where we are going through. And we are going through that in the back of our Ombu, with whom we can interact. But anyway, let's start with small stuff first. Let's get a closer look. I think this is something that I really like about this game. It's not just a isometric or top-down view where you cannot see details of anything. No, you can actually almost get this into a third-person perspective. So let's go. Let's build 2 wood-cutting camps near trees. Okay, for that I think we need a wider view. And so let's build stuff. Wait, okay, it's here. Okay, so we need to build a wood cutting camp. And in order to do that, should put that close to as many trees as possible. So let's do that. Okay, there goes one. Oh, the game is paused, by the way, so let's unpause the game. You see, one of our workers went there. And let's put another one here. There we go. You made it. Now we have a warning. Buildings with red flag. What's happening? We need to put a worker here, is that so? There we go. Okay. You have to assign 2 workers. So you also manage how many workers are assigned to each building, which will force you to balance between how many buildings you have, how many people you have in your colony. You have to take everything into consideration. Place a mining camp near rocks. Okay. So I've played just a little bit of the game before, and I can tell you that this gets very, very complex. And I'm pretty sure I didn't grasp even half of it. It's very cool. Okay. Assign 2 workers to your mining camp. Because I'm sure we can interact with our ombo here, our creature here. There will be some kind of interactions and buildings you can also do here somehow. But I haven't gotten to that point. Anyway, let's go. Let's see our workers. Construct a material storage. Okay. Let's construct a material storage. That should be here. Let's go. Oh, 2 nomads want to settle on Ombu, and so some more people decided to join. Let's go. Oh, by the way, this is at ×4 speed, but we can get to 1 time speed. I think messing with speed here, so for example, you are overwhelmed, you want to perform specific actions or study your colony a bit more, you can just pause the game, look around, decide what to do. And I think that's very important in this game, because just looking at the UI, you can see the huge amount of information you have to manage, huge amount of decisions you can make and perform. Some are blocked still down here. And so and each building also has specific actions attached to it. So you have to really consider what you're doing, and sometimes slowing the game may be wise. Okay. So let's build now. Build a berry gatherer near berry bushes. Where are berry bushes? Let's find them. These are berry bushes. There's a berry bush, just 3 of them. See if you can find a place with more concentration of bushes. No. Maybe there. Maybe here. Seems to be plenty here. So let's do that. Berry gatherer. Let's go. Can you go? Here. Okay. I always try to place buildings in a way that they will catch as many materials as possible. Now we have to attach someone, put someone to work here. Let's do that. We just did it. And now here they come. And now because they have to walk a lot and we have to wait, I think it's a good idea to speed up the game. So ×4. There we go. Wait. Environmental information. Light rain. Rain falls upon Ombu and raises humidity. Cool. And I think our friend is starting to move, is he not? He is gonna move now. There he goes. Just decided to wake up. What's up? What's wrong here? What is the... No plot assigned. Okay, so we have to add a plot. Here. 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 Okay. I'm not even sure sometimes if I'm performing the right action, but I think so. Oh, wait. Build a clay gathering camp near clay deposits. Clay deposits are these ones? Yes, they are. So let's build a clay gathering camp. There we go. Assign 2 workers to your clay gathering camp. Okay, so I think the going through the game through the tutorial is overall better for you as viewers, because this is, even for me playing the game for a second time, this is still a lot of information. And so I think this tutorial that the game offers us is pretty great, honestly. A lot of these games struggle with how overwhelming they feel in the beginning, and I think this one, the developers found a great solution for it. Instructor research building. Okay, so this is where a dynamic that I feel is somewhat similar to civilization comes on. So we can research stuff. So we can have a building. I'm gonna put it here because there are no resources here. So I think this is maybe a smart idea. Maybe not. So we're gonna be able to unlock some kind of researching build. So you can decide which technologies to advance, which buildings to explore further. And this is honestly a very interesting way of making the game more complex, but also more streamlined. More customized, in the sense that in each gameplay session you can probably find a different path for your file, for a save game file. So things can progress differently between every time you start a new game. Things can be different. Okay, so the research building is being built, right? Oh, we need more clay. So I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna prioritize and put... Okay, we already have enough people gathering clay. As many as we can. But you can also make this a priority. So, guys, please make building this place a priority. Let's speed things up. Road makes them move faster or just stay static? Good question. Let's read. Villagers move slightly faster on dirt roads. There you go. That's the answer for your question. So yeah, you can definitely build roads to go faster. Although I think, from my experience, which is very, very little experience, building roads cannot always be easy, because so I placed the woodcutting camp here, for example, in the middle of the trees. And so the road we can build a road, but it's going to be limited by how many trees are here, right? But I can do that. Let's see. Let's try to create a road here. Here we go. Try to make a road to the research center. Actually, I think we made it. We made it. Here we go. There we go. We have made a road. Okay, uproot a berry bush. This is something I struggled with yesterday. Let me see. Let me first try this. Growth. It's something that's growing. Okay. Okay, so wait. Only plant. Oh no, it's done. Okay, so it's done. Okay, research airwell. Okay, yeah. So, as I was saying, we now have a research tree. And this is very similar to civilization in a way. So we have this huge complex research tree that you can see. And of course, how you decide to progress will impact which technologies you can research. Okay, so we're going to start with an airwell, which seems to be the mandatory one first. It's doing it. Okay, we are researching the airwell. We are at 4 times speed, because then again, we are just waiting, right? We have no actions to perform, so we can just take advantage of that. Okay, we got 2 more people. Also, how are we in terms of resources? We need more clay. Okay. Research is going. It's gonna end soon. There we go. It's done. Okay. So you gotta know now the tree is giving us suggestions, right? So asking if we want to go for a water tank or a farm. We don't have enough resources for a water tank. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. We are missing some resources. So let's go with a farm. There we go. So as you can see, while in civilization, for example, you have everything is turn-based, right? Here, you are making decisions on the fly. So the game is progressing unless you pause it, just like I did. And while the game is progressing, you are still making decisions, like, for example, what to research. So maybe a good idea sometimes to pause the game, look around, decide what to do. So for example now, the game is suggesting that we build an airwell So let's do that. Where is the air well? Here we go. Extracts water from the air. Works better at higher humidity levels. No water is produced in deserts. Makes sense. So, for some reason, I kind of feel like putting it here may be a good idea. Okay. And assign a worker here. There you go. So let's get the game going. What about the moving island? There's something behind it, like it impacts somehow the gameplay beside the limit land. Yeah, I think so. So let me try to see if... Okay. So you see here, there are... If we zoom out, if we fully zoom out... Let me pause the game, sorry. If we fully zoom out, this is where we are. This is our settlement, right? There are decisions that you can make regarding how you progress in the game. I think at some point I'm able to tell our colossus here, hey man, maybe turn left or maybe go straight. And there are also stuff on the map. So for example, here's a quarry, a large quarry full of stones and other minerals. So I can imagine that going this way may be a decision that we at some point decide to make. Or for example, here there's a mine. Okay, so and also the environment, rain cloud. So maybe at some point we will want to avoid rain, or maybe we need rain, maybe we need humidity somehow. So there's also up there a settlement. So I imagine that as he walks, different stuff will happen to our colony. So you need to watch sometimes the map and decide before where to go. I believe so, yes. Or, well, maybe the game will also give us some hints sometimes. But as you can see, right now, I cannot do anything. But there is a specific... decision tree here attached to the Ombu, right? To our Colossus friend. So right now I have no decisions that I can perform here, but there are some tasks or some decisions that we can make for sure. So yeah, I think that's probably, as I said in the beginning, I haven't played enough to get to that point of complexity, but I'm pretty sure at some point in the game, the Ombu and the way we are walking and the place where we're going will be very, very important to your strategy as a colonist. Because as you said as well, I imagine that at some point these trees will start to disappear, right? Because we are cutting them. So maybe we'll have to plant some more trees, or maybe we have to go to places to get more trees somehow. I honestly have no idea, and I'm very curious about that. Disable the research building. Oh, so we can put it, we can get it to sleep. There you go. As you can see here, I think you can see, so up here, we have the notifications, if you want to call it that. One of them is these red flags. And sometimes when you have to perform important decisions, you'll see a red flag here that will invite you to decide something, or will just warn you about something. So right now, the research building, I just disabled it, right? As the tutorial suggested. And now you have a warning here. Hey, be warned. You have the research building not working for now. Okay. Now let's build a farm. Let us build a farm. We need farms. Where should we put our farm? Let's put it here. Let's put it here. There we go. There goes the farm. It's our farm, and we have to assign 2 workers there. So let's go. I think for me, because I get overwhelmed easily with games like this, it's usually much better for you to just pause the game when you decide to perform a specific action. Otherwise, it's gonna be getting notifications and warnings everywhere, and it can get pretty overwhelming. So what's happening? Farm, okay. We have to plant stuff in the farm. We have to be farmers somehow. There we go. Mark at least 3 objects for harvesting. Okay, let's do that. Harvest. Harvest. So again, the game goes to a complexity that I think I don't remember seeing. So we built the berry gatherer that's just with workers gathering berries. But then you can go to the point of micromanaging each building. And so we just ordered some specific berry bushes to be harvested. the game goes. That's also why, I mean, that's also why sometimes you have to zoom in, zoom out, and just play a little bit with the camera, because the game offers a lot of decisions for you to perform. I think that's something that I don't remember seeing in many RTS games or even turn-based games of the kind. Not many strategy games like this have so many decisions for you to perform, I think. So again, you also have, because you were asking about the creature, Onbu is very sleepy. So I think that means he's tired, right? So he's already decided to stop. So he's not moving right now. Okay? And he's sleepy, which means that he'll probably stop here, right? And he's also hunger. So I think we'll have to find a way of feeding him. He's not poisonous right now, but you will probably get some poison levels. Then again, I think everybody should take a closer look at the game, because this is complex to a point where this stream will not be able to show you how much you can do and how many decisions you can perform in a game like this. But I'll try my best. Okay, so we have a colony working right now. Everything seems to be flowing. It's more complex. Yes, yeah, the game is very... That's why I decided to go with a tutorial. Even though I've done it before, I decided to go with the tutorial here, because there are so many decisions to perform. Right? Now, it's asking us for... Wait, hold on a second. Someone wants to talk with you. What's up? Okay. My friend, have you heard the rumors going around the village? Some people are growing concerned about the strange pile of rubble they've discovered on our hombus back. And so there's also where we have to help our hombus somehow. There seems to be something buried there. It's hard to tell what that is right now, but we might be able to learn more if we dig it up. Okay, I don't know about this. Maybe it was buried for a reason. Come on, dear. Aren't you the least bit curious? Who knows? It might be something that could really benefit us. And I think this gives us a tip that sometimes maybe you'll want to, out of curiosity, perform some specific tasks on the Ombus back. Actually, I think there's a resource that talks about that. So this one, Ombus Pike. It can be harvested, but reduces Ombu Trust, which means that we can harvest some parts of his body, if you want to call it that, but maybe we'll not like it so much. Anyway, prioritize any task. Okay, so you want us to set priority, so let's do that. So again, you can let me see here, not here. So because you can micromanage, you can also, let me see if I can. So you can go to a point of micromanaging where you're like, hey man, do this first, please. See if I can find something. I don't think I have anything to micromanage right now, to prioritize. So let's perform a decision. For example, let's harvest this, and let's set its priority to the highest priority. Let's do it. Okay. And now someone will go there before doing anything else to harvest that specific bush. Okay, let's harvest a wild mushroom. Where are the mushrooms? Decayed mushroom. Is it poisonous? Can be harvested for compost. Will decay soon. Okay, so let's harvest that mushroom. Let's set a priority for it. So please someone do that. That did not count. So what do they consider to be a wild mushroom? Let's find one. I am pausing the game a lot, but from experience, I will get lost if I don't do that. Hold on a second. Oh, are these wild mushrooms? So harvest that one. There you go. Oh, open the villager happiness details. Okay, so another layer of complexity. Villager happiness details. Here we can see a lot of information as well. Food quality, food variety, decoration, housing quality, and how many people we have homeless. Right now, -1 happiness, which means that we are really at a point where maybe we should start building, what, tents, I think? Yeah, construct 5 tents. So let's create housing. That seems to be a problem everywhere in the world, right? Even on the back of this humble. So let's create 5 tents here. The 5? Sorry, I'm gonna build 6 just because 5 seems to be an odd number. Okay. What's up here? Okay, so let's reactivate Research Center and research some stuff. Can we research you? There we go. Are you researching? Can you research? Okay. So, and some buildings, I think, yeah, there's an example. So the research building is one of a building that requires a full staff. So you always have to have 3 workers there for the research to progress. Okay. Landscaping. Can we build? Okay, mycologist. Plants and harvest mushrooms as ingredients for ombu food. There we go. Ombu food. So we have to be aware of our ombus. It's kind of like a Tamagotchi. Let's do it. Let's close the happiness thing. Oh, so we built tents, and so the homeless situation that was a red flag at a certain point right now is not. So we are not losing happiness there. Actually, housing quality is growing. Cool. Maybe a hint for our governments. Now, where is a wild mushroom? Oh, maybe I need the mushroom building first. Construct a horn blower. Oh, wait. Look who just woke up. There he goes. He's very cute, right? Let's see the big map. Just like to check it out. Oh, we are seeing a lot of stuff. Wait, hearty mushrooms. Nah. Oh, there we go. So, in this situation, our ombu is starting to feel hunger. I think it's a good thing that we're walking straight into mushrooms that he can eat. More on that later. Let's construct a horn blower. Horn blower. Where is a horn blower? I have no idea. Wait, mycologist. Oh, horn blower, there we go. Oh, there we go. So a horn blower used to issue commands to Onbu, which it may or may not follow. Pay close attention to that. You may just ignore us. Allows you to click on crossroads on the world map to decide which way to go. Here's what happens when you have Onbu's trust at the max minimum. Yeah, maybe. So maybe this horn blower description is giving us a hint. Maybe if it's very low trust, he will just not listen to us. But maybe if he's trusting us to the maximum, maybe he'll just do whatever we tell him to do. Maybe, I don't know. See if we can give that a try. Oh, wait. Where do I have... Oh. It has to be in the front? Is that so? Oh, interesting. So it has to be close to his head? Cool. Let's do that then. Let's prioritize this. Please, fellas. Do that. You go build that. Give Hombu any horn command. Okay. If it just do backflip and throw her out, that would be fun. Yeah, but I think he's too heavy for that, you know? I mean, look at him. Does it look agile to you? Oh, by the way, there we go, commands. We need the horn blower, but we are already seeing some commands here. We can tell him to lie down, we can tell him to walk, we can tell him to run. Maybe sometimes we will want to run, because it's raining, and we want to avoid rain. This is a cool game, right? I remember stumbling upon this game some time ago. I think I played some kind of demo back in the days. Maybe a year ago or something. At least I have that impression. I don't remember the game being this complex. It's pretty chill, in a way. Pretty stressful too, because you have a lot of stuff to decide. But overall, I think it's fine. Okay, let's give him the command. What do you want me to tell him? So he's hungry, right? He's hungry? He's getting hungry. And there's food in front of us, so let's tell him to run. There you go, mate. Can you run? Are you running? I just ignored us. Or is he running? Is this you running? Dude, is this you? So, can you walk? Oh, that's him running. So, slow cooking pot. I don't think he would be able to do any kind of flips. No, this is just like his notion of running is different from ours. Okay. Let's see. Where should we progress with our tech tree? Research tree, sorry. Ombu Discipliner. Can be used to make Ombu listen to commands. Urge Ombu and its trust in you. God damn it. I don't want to build this one. Poor Ombu. He's already carrying us, and we are now hurting him too, so that he... I'm gonna build it. But it's still not cool. Not very cool. Okay. Sorry, harvest a wild mushroom. Okay. Research carpenter. Oh, wait. Well, too late now. I'm gonna do that humble thing first. We can now build a mushroom thing. Yes, we can. So let's do that. These mushrooms. Okay, so you cannot be built here. Why? Where can you be built? Ah, okay. Have to be built right here in the middle. Really? Okay then. Can you be built here? Yes, you can. It's a set. Put 2 people to work there. And let's go. Let's see the big map. Oh, did he hit? Wait! Wait! No! Dude, lie down. Hit mushrooms. He disobeyed. Or did he? Oh no! He's obeying. He agreed. I'm gonna start using agreed. I don't like this idea of giving orders to this guy that's pretty much saving our colony. Sounds pretty, I don't know. Let's go, guys. Okay. Give Ombu a command at the upcoming crossroads. Okay, but... So let's just see. By the way, the art of the game is great, right? It's very pretty. Like, if you zoom in, you can see a lot of detail in buildings. Mushrooms could increase the Ombu's toxicity. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, also, by the way, interesting. So, we are over 15. We have too many people in the colony. Sleepy. Ombu hunger. Okay. Didn't consider that. Yeah, but hair toxicity is none so far, so far he seems to be fine. By the way, it told us to make a decision. Oh, we can make a decision here. Where should we go? We're gonna turn. Northeast, let's turn. Ombu doesn't trust... Oh, it doesn't trust our commands. Not cool. Not cool, Ombu. You done here? You're done. So, the carpenter. So, the game is suggesting that we research carpenter. Where is carpenter? Where is the carpenter thing? Oh, there you go. This search feature up here, pretty useful. Okay. Alright. We are researching carpenter, alright. Did he turn or not? Oh, he did turn. He doesn't trust us, but he did turn. Abandoned encampment. This campsite looks like it has long been deserted. There is not much left, but you may find some tools amidst the debris. The debris, sorry. Sometimes the Portuguese comes right out of my mouth. So, what's up here? Research carpenter? Turn food rationing on. Off. Wait. Where is that? Oh, wait. Hold on seconds. Too much. Okay, so food is scarce. So, we have to turn off food rationing. But now we have to turn it on, right? So, where is food? Food summary. 23 out of 23. So, okay, so let's turn it on. Let's rationate food. Food variety. Okay. We go on. Raise happiness above the threshold. How? Okay, sorry. So the only downside of the tutorial is that at a certain point, you will get a lot of information, a lot of notifications on your left. So you have to make plenty of decisions to clear up some space here. Let's see, raise happiness, okay. Construct a carpenter. Okay, so let's construct a carpenter. Where is the carpenter thing? Carpenter. Makes wood planks from woods. Okay. So I imagine at a certain point this means we'll be able to make more complex buildings or something like that. Let's put it here and construct a road. Yeah, I've been using... I should be using more roads, right? So let's do it. There we go. Let's build more roads. There's no reason for people not to walk on roads, Becas. There we go. Okay, carpenter has been researched. Oh, we can give orders to Ombu to heat. So you can see even in the research builds. So it kind of like splits into two things. So down below, I think this is related to a lot of building decisions. So like buildings for the colony itself, and then on the top of it, at least in the beginning here, we have a lot of commands for the Ombu itself. So a lot of buildings for us to interact with the Ombu. We don't have a lot of resources right now, or do we? Let's research this one. So imagine we have to make some decisions at some point, right? So decide what do you research, how do you research depending on your resources. Well, let's put some people to work there on the carpenter. Is the carpenter or the carpenter? Research onbologist. Let's research the onbologist. Okay, we'll do that. Can I... Let me see something. Can I... Where is that onbu? Sometimes the tree is too complex for me. Onbu all... Okay. Can I put it like in a queue? No, I don't think so. And by the way, I've been playing on ×4 speed, but you can actually slow down the game, right? It's just my habit of playing on top speed and that's just pausing the game. But there's a middle mode of gameplay, if you want to call it that. Okay. We're building planks in order to then be able to research the onbologist. Here we go. Okay. We go here. Search onbologist, construct an onbologist, assign at least one worker to the onbologist. Okay. Wait, it's raining. What does that mean? Is the onbologist researched alright? No, not yet. Let's just wait. Let's zoom out and see. Oh, he's asleep. He's asleep. Oh, what is this? Nomads. A group of nomads looking for a new home. Oh, okay. So probably a new kind of decision that you make. So when you find nomads, it may be a good idea to try to stumble upon them and invite them into your colony. Or maybe not. Maybe your colony is already full. So there is a balance that we have to achieve. So what's up? What's wrong here? Can move. So we can move buildings, right? That is very cool. So okay, so you have researched a lot here. Maybe there are no more trees, so just move the building elsewhere. There it goes. Right? Now let's construct an onbologist. Gather knowledge about how many creatures Ombu nodes. Okay. So where should it be placed? It has to be in the front too? Is that so? Okay. So buildings related to the Ombu have to be next to his head or something? Maybe. Let's set this to maximum priority because I want to get rid of this notification here. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to research anything for now to save some resources. Let's disable the research building. Nothing that unlocks the workers for other tasks. Okay. We are working on the onbologist, right? Is that being built? Okay. Let's make a road here. Not sure what for, but yeah. Don't have enough scientists working at research. Yes, okay, I know that. What's up? What's up? What's wrong? What's wrong? Nothing together. Okay, so let's move. It's time to move. There you go. Yes, I don't want to research anything right now. So assign workers here. Okay, have one worker there. Okay, our friend is walking, so good idea to check out. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna start. What happens when we stumble upon that? I'm not sure if we have to perform all the decisions or if some stuff just happens when we go by. Oh, there. Yeah, you can see. Can you guys see in the bottom of my? Oh, I don't think you can because of the camera. So on the bottom left, there's kind of like a feed of decisions or things that happened. And so I can see here that when we went through that encampment, it says you search the abandoned camp and find 3 tools. So yeah, if we sometimes just by going by a place, you can absolutely so we can see there, like on the bottom left, there's like a feed of decisions, kind of like as if it was like a social media platform, right? And like notifications of what's happening. Okay, let's go on. Thank you, production, for hiding my camera for a while. Appreciate it. Okay, storage, research pantry, construct a pantry. So this is definitely a game that I would say you want to magically to sleep. Oh, good idea. But he's not sleepy, is he? He's not sleepy. Ah, no, sorry. You meant to make him stop and sleep. Yeah. No, I mean, I can imagine that, for example, there was one of the things that we just worked on. It gave us the option to tell it to tell the ombu to eat, for example, right? To stop and eat some mushrooms, for example. So there are definitely actions that you can perform or actions that you can just go on with your life. So that's probably, it will depend, right? So some stuff is passive, some stuff is not. Pantry. Search a pantry. Let's go. It would need to make him stop to research that area. Yeah, I thought so too. And maybe that's true to, I don't know, more maybe for a more thorough research. I think it probably depends on the type of elements you're interacting with. But you can see the icon changed, right? So it was different before. So right now it's already scavenged, right, by us. Well, maybe they didn't want to give us so many decisions regarding the ombu, right? Otherwise, this would be, it's already a lot of stuff for you to decide what to do and how to do. It's not an easy task, that's for sure. Oh, sorry. Guys, go back to the research center and work, please. So we've been playing for almost 45 minutes. And you can see I think I'm still in the very early stage of this colony. So this game is very, very complex. Definitely a game I suggest you go through a tutorial first and just go on from there. Just take your time, learn a little bit. I think these games are very rewarding when you start to get the hang of things, understand what decisions you are actually, what decisions are impacting what, and how you are being able to, go in a specific direction with your ombu and your colony. I think it will take time and a couple of save game files for you to actually understand what's happening. This is my second time going through this tutorial and I still feel a little bit overwhelmed, so. But definitely fun, okay? So it's not a game that I'm like, what is happening? What's like, if you take your time, you can understand things. Okay, so let's put someone there. Any more questions from chat? You guys have any curiosities or stuff that you would like me to try? Okay, so it's a pantry. It tells me how much I have. What happens if I... Oh, okay. So if I... Okay, so I can choose what type of food is stored in which pantry, I believe. Cool. Enable all. Let's do that. Okay. Research stonemason. Research stonemason. There's a stonemason. There we go. There it is. Okay. It's going. Let's see if we have any decisions to perform out here. I think this is my biggest struggle, is to remember. Can almost die if he gets stuck to 100%. What would happen? Good question. I hope not. But it's possible, right? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's ask him to go southeast again. So let's ask him to change direction again. See if he still will still listen to us. Good morning, exorcist. Welcome on in. But it's a good question, Slow Cooking Pot. I imagine by the looks of things, it may take a while for you to get there, right? So let's see. He's not intoxicated at all, I think. Yeah, still no toxicity. He's hungry, but still manageable, it seems. And we're gonna go through some mushrooms here. So I think I can tell him to... in both roads, actually. So I think the game is being very kind to us, giving us the opportunities for him to get fed. So I think it maybe will take a while for you to see an Ombu dying, right? Or Ombu, I think. So this is Ombu, but I think there are other creatures with different names. Okay, so let's construct a stonemason. Let's put it here. What does it do? Stonemason makes stone slabs from stone. Okay, so then again, where do you have buildings that make pollution? Oh, that's a very good question. Let's see. I think it's something that we can try to find out through the research tree. Probably. Let's see. I would imagine the more advanced ones, right? That is a very good question. Let's see. The more technologically advanced ones. I am not sure. Trying to understand how he gets intoxicated. I mean, I imagine it can be... So, sorry? Okay, injector. Used to inject the Ombu with various substances. Maybe. Laboratory. So, these ones seem to be for medicine, right? I imagine it can be from... I imagine it can... I'm not finding any specific ones. But I imagine it can be from the environment, right? So maybe because we are playing a tutorial level, the game is being very kind to us and not presenting us with a lot of challenges in that regard. But just because, for example, you have the rain cloud here, so you have environmental effects going on sometimes, like the rain. So I imagine you'll probably get some kind of toxic cloud sometimes, and maybe you have to perform certain decisions or just tell the Ombu to avoid it or to run to go through it faster. I don't know. It's a good question, honestly. But I would imagine it can be something that it's maybe turned off in a tutorial like this, so that you are not as overwhelmed, right? As you can see, there's a lot of stuff going on here. I mean, we are going through. It's already a lot. Okay, so on the bottom behind my camera there is a notification saying Ombu seems unsure about which path to take at the upcoming crossroads, but we gave him instructions. But maybe, well, that was before, but eventually he went where we told him to go, right? Now let's see if we can tell him to eat. Can we tell him to eat? Oh, I'm not sure I can tell him to eat. But let's see. So he's at 78% hunger. And so before we end the stream, this is the next thing I want to see. If I tell him to lie down, then fresh food for Ombu. So lie down, dude. Okay, he accepted my command. Let's see if he eats. Are you eating? Ombu rests. Ombu is starving. Dude, just eat the mushrooms. What are you even on about? Are you hitting the mushrooms? One sec. Walk a little bit more. See if we can put him right on top of the mushrooms. Let's see. So, 81% hunger. Just want to see what happens. So, oh, stop. Come on, dude. Just eat some mushrooms. Okay, he's hitting. He's hitting. Or at least it looked like he was hitting. No, he's not hitting. So maybe we really need a specific building or command for him. So interactions. We are not able to tell him to hit right now. It would be fun, like mushrooms to have a side effect because they get inside his entire body. Yeah, no, that's a good point. And maybe you're right. Like maybe there are some mushrooms that will, I don't know, feed him faster, but also have some kind of side effect and make him feel toxic. I don't know. Well, I think we have to call it off. And I think this is a good point to stop. So, as you can see, the Wandering Village is a very complex game. Game with a lot of decisions for you to perform, a lot of stuff for you to manage, from the ombu to the village itself, to the you have to go to the detail of micromanaging buildings. And so I think it's a very interesting game for you guys to try out, to get some time invested into and try to understand the game. And that's it for now. Up next, we have a totally different game, so stay there. You're not going to regret it. Thank you for watching.
If we shift course now, we might stand a chance.